just in time. Hey, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to Steve's virtual piano bar. Rushing around here last minute, and I'm going to get right to the music. And what am I trying to do here? I forgot. I was trying to do something here. Oh, I'm trying to... I want to get the... I want to see who... want to get the comments. Oh, Amy, of course. First with saying hello. Hi, Amy. And she's saying hello to, of course, Murray and Murphy, who are back there patiently watching, as they always do, the Moose Cam. There they are. So I guess I'll put my Sinatra hat on and get started with something. Gosh. I'd like to say that I plan my set list very carefully, but sometimes I do it. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even do a sound check, so I'm going to have to kind of guess. Actually, I'm not going to guess. I am going to do this scientifically. So you're seeing this how the sausage is made live here. I'm going to do a little sound check and make sure my balance is right, because I don't want to go for a whole hour or more and not have a correct sound balance. Now, where did my comments and reactions go? Did I close it out? Steve, you're just not thinking properly. There we go. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. I might have to do that again. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, not too bad. Just turn the voice down a hair. Just a hair. And we're going to get started. Anyway, welcome once again to Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. I'm going to be doing, obviously, some Sinatra. And also, we have a holiday tomorrow. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We'll be getting to that later. It's a good song to start with. Make Me Feel So Young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I want to go play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung and bells to be rung, a wonderful plane to be flown. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. You make me feel so young. We're gonna swing that. Just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, a wonderful thing to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. You make me feel so young. tensed up. I'm just going to try to relax here and take it a little bit easy. Hey, Brad. Top form. Well, I hope my sound check is okay. I didn't do a dedicated sound check, but I did a mini sound check live at the beginning of the. So if there's any sound issues, by all means, let me know. If I need the voice higher, softer, whatever. And Amy's got some dancing going on at her place. Cool. We want to send a picture, Amy. I'll put it on the screen. That would be fun, if you want. So we're going to take it a little bit easier. Let's take it nice and easy. It's going to be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax and don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say, but let's make all the stops along the way. Taking it easy, yeah. The problem now, of course, is to simply hold your horses. To rush would be a crime. Nice and easy does it every time. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say, but let's make all the stops along the way. The problem now, of course, is to simply hold your horses. To rush would be a crime. Nice and easy does it, easy now. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it every time. Taking it easy, yeah. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it every time. All right, now I'm feeling a little more relaxed. I look forward to these sessions. Miles Green is in the house. I'm going to do a song by Burt Bacharach. Burt Bacharach. Yeah, and the A-team is here. Yeah, Miles, did you ever meet Burt Bacharach? Miles Green, by the way, is a piano player in Chicago, and he's met a lot of famous people. I gotta say, I've got to do an interview with you, Miles, sometime. I'm sure we could swap some great stories. Anyway, Burt Bacharach. You see this guy. This guy's in love with you. You know it's true. Looks at you the way I do. When you smile, I can tell we know each other very well. How can I show you I'm glad I got to know you? 'Cause I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. Say you're in love with this guy. If not, I'll just die. I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. Say you're in love with this guy. If not, I'll just die. I'm in love. This guy's in love. I don't mean the sky, I mean this guy. It sounds like the sky is in love, but no, it's this guy. And Donna Nelson is saying hello, and Brian, I assume. Hi, Donna and Brian. Nice to have you here at the virtual piano bar. It's not a real piano bar where I can see you live, but it's the next best thing. We can see you virtually over the internet. You can, make comments and tell jokes and make song requests and all that. And I just lost my motion detector here. I don't know how to fix that so the motion detector doesn't keep turning the lights off. Ray Collingwood, yes, down in the Detroit area, Grosse Pointe, east side of Detroit, on the east side. You know that song? East side, west side, all around the town. I used to know all the words to that, but I do know the words to this old song. I remember the Saturday Night Live skit where John Belushi was, I think he was a bar owner or something in the skit, and it was St. Patrick's Day. It was eve of St. Patrick's Day, which it is. Hello. Where's my hat? Yeah. Gotta put on my St. Patrick's Day hat. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. And so John Belushi is trying to get the jukebox in his bar didn't have Bing Crosby's version of When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, so he had to call the mayor of Chicago and get or the mafia or something. I can't remember. I can't remember the skit. But John Belushi was one funny guy, and so we're going to do at least one or two St. Patrick's Day songs. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. Oh, when Irish eyes are smiling, it's like a morning spring in the lilt of Irish laughter. You can hear the angels sing when Irish hearts are happy. The world seems bright and gay, and when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. When I was first starting to play gigs in high school, there was a man about town. Danny Malone was his name. And actually, one of the first dates I ever went on was with his daughter, who was in my high school class, or 1 year younger than my high school class. I took his daughter to homecoming. But anyway, Danny Malone was a good friend of mine, too, and he would show up at my gigs, and out of for any reason or no reason, he'd say, "Hey, I want to sing I want to sing a Danny Boy." Well, his name's Dan Malone, Danny Malone. So he would sing Danny Boy, and he always did a great job. And it's one of my favorite Irish song. And so I'm going to do it. It's a beautiful melody, actually. It's based on a kind of a traditional melody. I don't even think they know who wrote it, called Londonderry Air. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone, all the leaves are falling. 'Tis you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, and when the valleys with snow, it's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, and when the valley's fresh with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. Okay, that's going to be good for Irish for St. Patrick's Day, right? Yeah, I think so. Miles says the former mayor of Dublin was Jewish. So was Burt Bacharach too, wasn't he? I believe. Could I be? Miles will tell me whether I'm right or wrong about that. Maybe it's time for a little bit of blues. I don't know. What? Do you guys have any requests? Yeah. I ain't got the change of a nickel. That's really bad. That means you got the blues, baby. Ain't got the change of a nickel. Ain't got no bounce in my shoes. Ain't got a fancy to tickle. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Ain't got no coffee that's perkin'. Ain't got no winnings to lose. Ain't got a dream that's working. I ain't got nothing but the blues. When troubles flare up, I get my hair up. I just can't make it come down. Believe me, Pappy, can't be happy since my ever-loving baby left town. Ain't got no rest in my slumber. Ain't got no feelings to bruise. Ain't got a telephone number. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Play the blues, Steve, okay? And when troubles flare up, I get my hair up. I just can't make it come down. What hair you say? Believe me, Pappy, I can't be happy since my ever-loving baby. I know rest in my slumbers. Ain't got no feelings to bruise. I ain't got a telephone number. I ain't got nothing but the blues. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Feeling the blues. All right. Well, here we are at Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. This is just like the old days, playing in the Chicago area. I spent most of my time at Sage's Piano Bar out Arlington Heights, but I also played Sage's downtown, right across from the Pump Room, State Street, and I played some of those clubs. That's where I think that's where I met Miles. Miles was playing across the street, down in the Rush Street area, and there was a lot of musicians working down there in the Rush Street area in those days. Man, those were the days, huh? It's pretty amazing. It was amazing. A lot of good memories. I remember walking down State Street after playing a gig somewhere around Rush Street, and I can't remember where I was playing. Anyway, I'm in my tux, and it was a really hot night, but I had my tux on. I had my tie on. I'm walking down State Street, feeling pretty good, trying to figure out where I'm going to go to hear some of my buddies play or hear some music or something. And this guy who I didn't even know comes, "Hey, you must be a piano player." I mean, I must have looked like a piano player walking down the street in a tux. They're looking for a piano player at Jilly's because the piano player was phoned in sick. So there's nobody playing there now. You ought to go over there, see if you can, fill in. So it was only like a half a block away, so I walked over to Jilly's. And Jilly, of course, is a bar named after one of Frank Sinatra's best friends. And I think he probably owned it. For all I never met him, but Jilly was, associated with Frank Sinatra. So I walk in there and they say, "Yeah, we need a piano player. We're happy to see you." So I played for the night, and I got hired for 1 or 2 nights after that, maybe, but it never turned into a steady gig for me. But I played at Jilly's on Rush Street, or I think it was on Rush Street, right spontaneously, right, just walking down the street. In those days you could get a gig walking down the street. Nowadays you can walk down the street and do a lot of other things and still have a hard time getting a gig. Except for Miles. Miles is always working at gigs, man. He's a working piano player. Okay, we're gonna fly. Come on and fly with me. Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you could use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's float off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Say the words, we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, come on, let's fly away. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Otherwise, it's such a lovely day. Say those words and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me. Come fly with me. Come fly with me. Oh, come on, let's fly away. Oh, yeah. I think it's time for a nice ballad. Maybe Duke. Oh. The Shadow of Your Smile. We got a request. That's a beautiful song from Ray Collingwood. How are you doing, Ray? Nice to see you here. This was an Academy Award-winning song, and I've always loved this song, The Shadow of Your Smile. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all your dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you mean to me. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now that I remember spring, all the joys that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Our wistful little star was far too high. Teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now that I remember spring and all the joys that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Now that I remember spring and all the joys that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. And I just remembered the movie that song is from, The Sandpipers, which I never saw, but of course I know the song. And I'm going to do one more. Hey, Miles is reminding me it's time to take a break, but I'm going to do one more song. And Ray, you didn't actually request this song, but you reminded me of this song. And it's a Duke Ellington song called Don't Get Around Much Anymore. I missed a Saturday dance. I heard they crowded the floor. Well, I'd be lonesome without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They would have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, why stir up memories? I've been invited on dates. I should have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Saturday dance. I heard they crowded the floor. Well, I'd be lonesome without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Should have gone, but what for? I'd be lonesome without you. I don't get around much anymore. No. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, I stir up memories. I've been invited on dates. I should have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. I couldn't bear it without you. It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Duke Ellington song. I love to do at least one or two Duke. That was the second Duke Ellington song I did. And you know what the other one was? I Ain't Got Nothing But the Blues. Yeah. Duke Ellington had a jazz orchestra, but he would sometimes go into the blues area. Somebody asked me once, what's the difference between jazz and blues? Okay, well, we're not going to get into it. I'm going to, Girl, I think that's a little hint of the song Girl from Ipanema, but first I'm going to take a break, and I've got something different this time. I went to Costco, and they had this Apothic Pinot Noir, which had a very high rating. So I'm going to try it. It was on sale like everything else at Costco. And I usually drink Cabernet. In fact, I always drink Cabernet, but we're going to try Pinot Noir today. And then we're going to do the song Don't Worry, Girl from Ipanema, Ray. So that means you have to stick around a little longer. So here we go. Let's see if this is it doesn't say where it's from. It's like what valley? Maybe it's California, or it's California. It is California. Modesto, California. Okay, there we go. So we'll give it a try. But we just had like major snow this morning here in northern Michigan. I mean, it's crazy. In fact, I think I'm snowed in my studio tonight because I live 10 miles east of here out in the Pigeon River forest, and I drove a crazy drive on unplowed road through the forest, and I don't want to go back on that road at late at night because there's not going to be anybody else on the road. I'm just not going to take a chance. So I've got everything I need here at my studio. I got snacks. I'm opening a bottle of wine, obviously, and the snow actually was very beautiful today, but you can only take beautiful snow for so long, and then you kind of want to go on to something else, like maybe warmer weather, possibly. And it might be an idea to go someplace warm for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But here we listen for the pop. Did you hear it? A little tiny pop. And just as, and you know what I'm going to say, when you pour wine, when you're close to a keyboard, you want to get away from the keyboard because you don't want to spill wine on the keyboard. I think Miles taught me that. So let's see how and I don't have to drive anywhere tonight, so. But I think probably this is enough for one night, but you never know. I'm going to be here, be here late tonight. So, Pinot Noir. Let's see. It's not quite as deep red as a Cabernet. I think it's a little bit of a lighter wine, if I'm not mistaken. So, cheers, everybody. L'chaim. Miles has got to remind me. And slancha, prost, sante. And I think that about covers it. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, I think this bottle of wine only cost me like $10 at Costco. So I remember it's called Apothic Pinot Noir with a big A on it. So I should get a kickback from the wine company as long as I'm advertising for them. Cheers. Okay, that's really nice. I actually like that. I think I might go to a Pinot Noir once in a while now. So I mentioned last week I'm confirmed to go back to Mackinac Island. I'm going to be very busy because I'm also teaching a piano class at the same time. I'm going to be teaching right from Mackinac Island. I am going to set up a studio in my little room up there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. And you've seen that video that I play at the beginning of the session here of some scenes from over the past couple of years, I think probably, Mackinac Island. And in the spring, when you get there in May, I think it's May, the trilliums come out, and they're just beautiful, these beautiful little white flowers that are kind of part of being in northern Michigan to get the trilliums in the spring. Very beautiful. I know it's illegal to pick trilliums. I think it's like $100 fine if you pick a trillium in the woods. So I didn't know that, and I picked a couple trilliums once, and somebody said, Steve, you just give me the fine, $200 right now because that's illegal. Okay, well, you learn the hard way sometimes. I got to remember I got to play Girl from Ipanema. But trying to think if I have any more stories to tell you. I mean, it's just been here in northern Michigan the whole winter pretty much, and it's been great. I can't complain. The snow is beautiful, but and I love it. But there's something, as Snoopy says, there's something to be said for summer too. You can appreciate winter, but you can also appreciate summer. Why not? So anyway, thanks for coming to the virtual piano bar tonight. I guess I could mention, we've got Murray and Murphy here, and then if you're so inclined, you can leave a little tip for the piano player. That's perfectly acceptable, and it's also perfectly acceptable if you don't want to. There's no problem with that. Everything's all good. Wow. Okay. I found a new brand that I like. So, Girl from Ipanema. What can you say about this song? This song came out before the Beatles, when the bossa nova craze hit, and it was just such a great song. It's got great chord changes. It's not going out of style anytime soon. So, for me. Original key was D flat. I'll play a chorus in D flat, and then I'll go up to the vocal, which I have to do a little bit higher for my voice, because tall and tan and young and lovely is a little low for me. So, and you're welcome to dance. Tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes. walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently. And when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. Oh, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes I smile, but she doesn't see. Okay, I'm going to improvise on this. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. When she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently. When she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. Watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes I smile, she doesn't see. She just does not see. She doesn't see. Yeah. The Goyle from Ipanema. Yep. Yeah. I'm sure you were very young when that song was popular, Ray. I was maybe not as young, but I was somewhat young when it was popular. Miles talks about the time when we met. Oh, what I want to see what his story is here. Hold on. Yeah, Miles came over, and his drummer Mark Copeland, who was kind of a legendary drummer in his time, played with some famous people, and I ran into Mark other times too with my buddy Eddie, who played in my with a band with another buddy of mine named Ed Williams. And Mark Copeland was just, not only was he a great drummer, he was just a super guy. And I remember when they came over to meet me, I was playing at this place called Sages, and it was on State Street, right across the street from the Pump Room. And we would get, kind of Chicago celebrities would come in there, like the Chicago Cubs broadcasters. I met Ernie Banks there, the great baseball player. Met some of the Chicago Bears there, where they would come in there. Anyway, it was a very cool place to play. And then Miles came over one night with his friend Mark, the drummer, and then I went over to see him playing across the street at a pretty cool club on I think it was on Rush Street. It was Rush Street and State Street and Walton. All these streets come together right there, and there was just a ton of nightclubs there where we were having some fun. Oh, Ginger is here. Ginger Sebastian. Good evening. It's about time for a little instrumental. I think I'm going to play something that reminds me, because I've got Mackinac Island on the brain, I'm going to be going back there starting a little bit late. The Grand Hotel opens right around May 1st, first week of May. I think you can check the internet if you don't take my word for it. You might want but the restaurant that they own, the Woods where I play, is opening May 23rd. So I'm going there May 23rd, and I think I'm going to take a little road trip for the first 3 weeks of May. But we'll see. That's still a work in progress. But the theme from the movie Somewhere in Time, starring Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour. Movie is from around 1980, and this is the theme from Somewhere in Time. You may recognize it. That is the theme from the movie Somewhere in Time, starring Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour. And that's also the secondary theme. The last melody I played was the secondary theme from the movie, which was 18th Variation on a Theme by Paganini, actually written by Rachmaninoff. And I heard a little trivia about that theme from Somewhere in Time, the first one I played. It was written by a very famous movie composer named Maurice Jarre, Jarre. And he was also famous for writing the theme from Dr. Zhivago. You've probably heard that one. That's a very, very famous movie theme. So he also wrote the theme to Somewhere in Time. And I heard that he put a little extra emotion into that theme from Somewhere in Time because he had somebody very close to him pass away. I believe it was his wife passed away right before he wrote that movie theme. So that's why there's something a little extra special about the emotion about that movie theme, Somewhere in Time. And of course, when I'm playing on the island, I do get requests for it, as you could imagine. Good night, Miles. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to play probably another song here. And happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Don't go too crazy on St. Patrick's Day. Somebody I know in my family, I'm not going to mention who, had a little incident driving home from a St. Patrick's Day night out. So, you want to be careful. I'm not driving anywhere tonight. I'm snowed in here at my studio. And I'm going to stay here tonight because the road going back to my house is not being plowed on a Sunday evening. I think the snowplow guys take Sunday evening off. And I did drive here, and it was quite an adventure driving on an unplowed road in the woods. And I'm not going to be in the middle of the woods where no other cars are driving. There are very few houses out there even. So I'm staying here in my studio. I'm going to have, if anybody's in the area and you want to stop by and have a glass of wine with me, feel free. Stop by. I'll be here. Maybe, I don't know what I'll do. I'll do some reading or I'll watch some YouTube. I'll watch, I'm watching the series now on Netflix called Suits. And it's kind of a fun little TV series that you can binge watch if you want, or I just watch one episode once in a while. I don't watch much TV, but I'm having a good time watching Suits on Netflix. So anyway, other than that, I will just play a goodbye song after I take one more. I still have this much to go, so maybe I'll play another song before that, but. Nice of Miles to stop by, and nice of all of you to stop by. Thanks, Amy, Miles, Ray, Brad, if you're still here, and all of those of you who are watching without commenting in the chat, that's fine. You're of course welcome to watch and just kind of be in the background. I don't mind that at all. The Lincoln Lawyer series too. Okay, that's a nice tip. I'll think about that. So are you saying, Amy, if I like the series Suits, I would like Lincoln Lawyer too? All right. I'm kind of inferring that from what you said. Well, for all we know, we're only here for a short while. We strut up on our stage, and then what's that Shakespearean line? I can't even remember. But I do know this song that Nat King Cole sang that has a little philosophy in it. Oh, there's Brad. Hi, Brad. I'm going to play one more song, and I don't know the composer, but I know Nat King Cole had a great hit on this song. For all we know, we may never meet again. Kind of sad sentiment, but a beautiful song. For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make the moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like a ripple in a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come, for all we know. Here's the melody. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like a ripple in a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come, for all we know. Well, thank you all for coming to Steve's virtual piano bar tonight, and thanks for the tip, Amy. Okay, so yeah, Michael Connolly books. Yeah, I think I might have read that book, actually. Thanks all for coming. I'm going to proceed to camp in here at my studio for the night because of the almost impassable road that I would have to drive. If I drove home 10 miles, I would have to go through this road, and in the night with risky. So I'm not going to take any chances. Staying here tonight. I do have a little bit left in my bottle of wine. Actually, I have a lot left, but we'll see. And I have snacks, plenty of food. I got coffee, and I've got everything I need. So thanks for coming, guys, and it was a great time. I just love doing these virtual piano bars. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time. Love you all.